What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. Wow. I mean, this is one of the downsides of making it to a 7-game series. Oklahoma literally gets no rest. It's been 2 days, 2 days? And here we are. So we got game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, Minnesota Timberwolves versus Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm excited to see what happens. I guess there's nothing else left to say. Let's jump into it and see what happens in game 1. Boom.
Have been playing some great basketball. The Timberwolves 8-2 in the playoffs as McDaniels knocks down the first shot of this series. The turnovers and limiting them is the key to victory.
Well, that is the key. Both teams know how to turn over their opponent. As you see, Jaden McDaniels getting going early.
Off to a good start.
By 11, and then wound up with a dominant blowout win. Edwards against Holmgren, step back three. Got it. What a start.
Starting like that, that's going to be rough for OKC.
Goes right at McDaniels, gets inside.
Good pass.
Team, finds Hartenstein.
Good adjustment, good pass.
Oklahoma City, a lot of versatility in their roster. Can play big, can play small. Edwards' jump shot is good. Edwards having problems. Now backs it up.
There you go.
Williams. Jalen Williams open floor, gets the bump. Williams blocked by Edwards.
Kind of thought that might have been a travel, though.
Jalen Williams open floor, gets the bump. Layup.
Maybe not.
Blocked by Edwards.
Good block.
Twitter likes to call him the free throw merchant, Mike.
Julius Randle given some space and knocks down the three.
Man, if they're hitting threes like that, it's going to be a tough game.
Some of the best team basketball. The previous series averaged 25.7.5 assists.
Oh my goodness.
SGA with a sweet play.
That was
He has 7 of their 9 points.
beautiful.
The Randle-Jalen Williams matchup will be fun. Hartenstein knocks it away on the double team.
Hang on, let me just make sure, because sometimes my volume settings are like all over the place.
Wallace, alley-up to Hartenstein.
Ugh.
Defense.
They got a lot of those in the last game.
It is very, very difficult.
Game 7.
McDaniels. Randle gets a good look from the corner, and that's another three for Julius Randle.
The threes are going to crush you
Out
guys.
there, Mike, you're starting to see the Minnesota size. When Hartenstein is away from the rim, those bigs from Minnesota can eat.
Lethal from mid-range. Wallace runs over it. McDaniels left open, now drives, lost the handle, picked up by Williams. Again in the open floor. They call that a dunk here at OKC.
Down to the last 5 seconds. It is boxes and elbows around Shea.
As Reed kicks it out in the corner. DiVincenzo fires away, hits the three.
Good shot.
Edwards is not getting fouled. Julius Randle's not getting fouled. That's the argument that the officials are going to hear at the end of the quarter.
Well, they've been hearing it here at the quarter, that's for sure. Isaiah Joe rattles that one in.
That's what they need. They got to hit those. Oh, yes. Man, they had that all game against Denver. I see Rudy's in the game now. We got to see if they can kind of disrupt that. But that was all night against Denver. They were doing that.
The OKC offense. DiVincenzo kicks it out. Good swarming defense here. Randle, three-pointer, he's good. Julius Randle, 3 for 4.
Those are going to kill him. Good shot, boy.
Ball tipped all the way out to Randle.
Oh, another one?
Randle's going to try another three.
Okay.
Julius Randle
Okay.
three-pointer already.
When Anthony's been out in the playoffs.
DiVincenzo
man.
Alexander Walker.
OKC's giving up way too many threes right now, but the game's still real close. So
that's 8 three-pointers now from Minnesota. Mark Dignault wants timeout. Wallace back on Edwards.
Spin, yeah.
Huge height advantage.
Tough shot.
Beautiful turnaround shot. He's got 15 points.
Tough shot.
That's what you get when you get the defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he's feeling it, man. He checked.
But he's also going to block.
You saw that. He was standing there, and he's like, yo, Ant, send it this way. Heat check. I'm feeling it. And he drains a deep one early in the shot clock.
Shots in Julius
Goodness
Randle.
gracious.
Randle's got it cooking right now.
Goodness
Julius
gracious.
18 of the 38
Give it to him
points.
again.
Holmgren goes at Gobert. Stops, turns, shot, got it.
I do want to point out, even though he's the one who made that basket, just
Holmgren goes
like
and goes.
good basketball, you see, he sees that this defender takes his eyes off of him to see what's going on, and in that moment he starts his move. So now by the time he turns his head back, it's too late. He's going to be a step behind, and you have this beautiful cut. So even if he felt, okay, I don't have anything, handoff, it's just beautiful.
Stops, turns, shot, got it.
Good basketball. There you go. There you go.
Left open, knocks down a three. We've seen a bunch of zone in the playoffs so far. Edwards fires
Ooh,
away and knocks
tough.
down the three-pointer.
Good
His
shot.
second three. He's got
Goodness.
10.
Oh, man. I know he got blocked that time, but that spin move is really smooth.
By McDaniels.
And it's only a 4-point game coming out at half.
Williams, that's a wide open look. Haven't had a lot of those.
DiVincenzo and Walker.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Rudy on that one. So I think what he was saying there.
4-point game coming out at half.
See, with his size, there's not really anything SGA is going to be able to do. And in my opinion, Randall being there as a second is not really necessary in the situation. See, gives an open three.
Williams, that's a
And this is
wide
where
open
Rudy's
look.
going to say, you got to stay out there. You know what I mean? I think that's what he said.
DiVincenzo and Walker.
Conley kicks it out. McDaniels pulls up, jump shot. That's good.
Good shot.
Daniels making it difficult for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets inside.
Oh,
pulls back,
yeah.
he stumbles a
Oh,
bit.
very awkward. Very awkward. And he still makes out what happens here. Yeah, they trip on each other's foot. So as SGA plants to step back, their feet kind of clash into each other, and he still makes this with a very awkward jump.
Inside, pulls back, he stumbles a bit.
Scary though, because those like awkward twisting jumps, that's where there's significant injury risk.
Counted and one.
Good
Win
shot.
Spurs team. It was a 1 versus 8 when he was in Memphis.
Okay.
Hartenstein.
I wasn't sure about that, but all right.
Shot clock at 8. Edwards finds some room.
Bucket.
Nails the three-pointer.
Good shot.
His move, pulls back. Jalen Williams now chasing him. Gets into the paint. Conley, catch, fire, connects. And a quick timeout from Mark Daigneault. Isaiah Joe has to give
Good
it up.
shot.
Clock is at 8. Williams one-on-one with Randall. Gets past him. The floater's up.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a tough take.
The two cousins battling right there. SGA
That's it,
wins
man.
out. Timeout, Minnesota.
That's it, man. He gets into that mid-range, it's over.
Edwards guarding SGA.
Good shot.
Williams screen. Gilgeous-Alexander left-handed. Does not
Oh,
get
he gets his own rebound.
Back up and in.
Y'all can't let that happen.
This is that burst
Good putback.
ability from OKC.
OKC lead again. That's their largest of the game. There has not been a double-figure lead in this one. Naz Reid spins right into a turnover. Jalen Williams the
Gonna
drive.
be-
Kicks
yeah.
it out in the corner. Williams the drive. Up and under. Bangs it
Ooh.
home. Gorgeous
Tough
move.
finish.
By the Thunder. And Alexander
Crowd's
Walker
hype.
outlets to Edwards. Edwards dancing, prancing, gets to the rim.
And-
Layup's good.
Man, he just has this like ability to just burst, turn on the jets, turbo booster, whatever you want to call it. And he can get so deep so fast. Yeah, let's pretend I said that differently.
Boy, that bench continues to struggle with their shooting.
Kenrich Williams three.
Good shot.
Third three-pointer, and the Thunder with their largest lead of the game.
It's a little bigger.
Now Norley's a good three-point shooter, 39%
Yep.
regular
Telling you,
season.
man.
SGA
I'm telling you, this dude gets to the mid-range. Oh,
Sit down. Second three for DiVincenzo.
tough.
And one. Tucked ahead.
Tough
banked it home,
finish.
and a chance for a three-point. 6 shots from three-point range. DiVincenzo took a shot. Cason Wallace.
Bucket.
He lines up a three and answers right back. On a shot
Great
clock.
extra pass.
Randall
Good
guarded
find.
by Caruso. Pulls up. Jumper is good. First bucket here.
See, that's sometimes one of those tricky things at lower levels of basketball when you pass the ball inside. There's this, I'm going to say false belief that, oh, just because you're inside, that you need to be the one putting the shot up. Sometimes, yes, it really depends on the situation, but not every time. And in that particular situation, he got the ball deep and then, he could have gone for a contested layup or tried to do something there. But making that extra pass, getting the open three, I mean, this is just, you like to see that movement.
The second half for Randall. McDaniels hesitated. DiVincenzo drives, reverse.
Good D.
Saved by
Oh?
Wallace. Ball out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
Wiggins deflected by DiVincenzo. Wallace right there.
Beautiful pass.
Guys who go stretches
That's
where
a
they
few
play
now.
a lot of the stretches they don't, but they're always ready. Feet inside. Holmgren with a force.
Very good pass. Very good patience.
Once again goes out his cousin, well defended. Shot in and out won't go. Holmgren right there.
That's his cousin?
Hanging around the rim and getting bucket after bucket. 9 in the fourth
Is
quarter.
that why they're wearing the same headband type of situation? And single leg sleeve? What, did they coordinate that?
Backs in. Tries to split the defense and lost the ball. Foul.
Bucket.
Some shady sizzle here on the fourth.
Listen, man, Minnesota, when they're getting plays like that, I feel for y'all, man. There's not much you can do.
Just past the midway point here in the fourth.
There he goes,
drive
man.
And the finish. 28 points.
So smooth.
10-point lead with 5 to go. Plenty of time for Minnesota.
Oh, bucket. Come on.
Alexander jumper.
You already know.
And that's why you have to pressure him. Yes.
Jalen Williams.
Good extra pass.
Corner three. High arcing
Come
three
on now.
goes down. 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Randall spins against Dort. Leads in. Beautiful move from Julius Randle.
You got to start hitting this three. They're 15 for 48 from three, but if there's a time to get hot, it's right.
One of the things about Julius Randle, like, he's a good player, but sometimes just watching him play, his movements don't look super, like, smooth and fluid. Sometimes they look, like, hectic, jerky, chaotic. Like, it's just kind of how he moves, and he's still really good. So it's just one of those situations where you see some of these other players and they just move so smooth, and he's just kind of like a tornado. You know what I mean?
Now, Mason Wallace has it. On the drive, goes
He's a
inside,
beast, though.
throws it up.
Oh, my
Jalen
God.
Williams with the flush. Drives inside, pulls up. Back up top to Caruso. Caruso.
Okay, Caruso.
Bang!
All right. I think that's probably
18-point lead
that's
with
probably
3
gonna
minutes to play.
be all she wrote.
Stolen by Dort.
Oh, good
Saves it
hustle,
to
boy.
To win if you're the road team. 35-6 during the regular season. 5-1 in the playoffs. The one loss Doris just mentioned, game 1 against Denver. Henrich Williams for tonight.
Painful.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, their first conference finals game since
That's it,
2016, wins handily. As Anthony
That's all
Edwards
she wrote.
and
Let's pause that. Yeah, man, that's it. Game 1, OKC. It's one of those situations where, like, historically and maybe even, like, stereotypically, you expect that, home court is going to win, But, I mean, this playoffs has been, like, very not true for that. It's kind of been all over the place. And going into this game, it's kind of one of those situations where it's like you have one team that has had several days off, So you sometimes worry about rhythm, you worry about things like that. And then you have one team that literally has only had like 1 day off, and you're worrying about things like fatigue. And you just kind of like go into it. I mean, both teams look pretty good. Minnesota started off like I think really well, but I feel like OKC just was hitting things and making plays that were just going to kill any momentum that Minnesota was going to be able to build. So let's see what happens in game two. You know, this is tough, man. Like neither of these are my teams. Obviously, I like a lot of the players that are on these teams. Yeah, man, I don't know who I would be rooting for. I'm kind of just enjoying the basketball. Let me know who you're rooting for down below. If you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.